chop.
Hit her on the hook with your daggers. Throw her some knives. Yeah, the new BM. I love it. That's some good BMing right there. New survivor is Jin Lee. She's considered easy. Her personal perks are fast track, smash hit, self-preservation. Allow her to improve her abilities while others are harmed and quickly escape from a chase. And here's her appearance. I like it. All right, these are her perks. All right, first perk is called fast track. Sometimes the sacrifice of others is necessary to get ahead. Interesting. Whenever another survivor is hooked, you gain 3 tokens. You consume all tokens after a great skill check on a generator. Each token consumed grants a 1% bonus progression for great skill checks when repairing generators. At tier 1, it gets 1 token. At tier 2, it gets 2 tokens. At tier 3, you get 3 tokens. Okay, that makes sense. If you like to gen rush, maybe this is your thing. There are 3 other survivors in the match with you. That means you have 3 token gains per survivor. So at most, you get 9 uses of this skill. 3 times 9 is 27. You get a 27% increase on your generators if you fully use this skill. Okay, I could see a Swift using this to gen rush, and like 4-stack Swift running fast track, some good toolboxes, maybe getting some value out of it. Because again, if you multiply 27 times 4, now you're talking 100%. So this would give you the equivalent of a full generator repair. I do like the fact that it's limited to a great skill check. It's not just any skill check. They have to get a great skill check. So it gives it a little bit of incentive to hit those great skill checks. But I don't see much use of it outside of that very specific limited circumstance where you have a Swift and everyone's running it. All right, next perk is called Smash Hit. When your rival makes a mistake, you seize the opportunity. After stunning the killer with a pallet, break into a sprint at 150% of your normal running speed for 3 seconds. You get exhausted for 40 seconds. So this is interesting to me for a few things. If you hit the killer with a pallet, you get a sprint burst. Now, a lot of good killers are going to either avoid getting hit by a pallet, or they're going to get hit by the pallet and they're not going to care. They're still going to swing through it and hit you, which is going to give you that same burst of speed that you would get from this. So just a spitball here, basically, hypothetically speaking, either you go to throw the pallet down and the killer doesn't get hit by it, you get nothing out of this perk, or you go to throw the pallet down and the killer swings through the pallet and hits you, and you get that burst of speed, or you're downed, which is even worse, and you still get nothing out of this. If you get use out of this, let's say situation number 3, you stun the killer and then you get a sprint burst. Do you want to leave that pallet if it's a safe pallet? I question that. There's a lot of good pallets that you want to actually stay and loop around until the killer breaks it. If you use this perk and you stun the killer, your goal is to leave the area. You want to leave that tile and move away. I'm not saying this perk is bad. I'm just saying compared to the other exhausted perks, I don't know if I see a use for this. At best, you stun the killer and you run really far away and they break chase on you. If you have an unsafe pallet, this perk would shine. On some of the newer maps, on some of the reworked maps, the pallets, are unsafe. And if you throw the pallet down, you can't loop that anymore. You need to run away. All right, last perk. Self-preservation. Life's unforgiving. The more confirmation of that you get, the more prepared you become. Whenever another survivor within 12 meters of you gets hit by a basic attack or a special attack, self-preservation activates. Your scratch marks are hidden for 10 seconds. All right. Flashlight. That is the only time that I could see this perk being used is for flashlight saves. 100% chat. This is for flashlight savers. This perk is so, it might as well say, instead of saying self-preservation, it might as well say save people with flashlights as the perk. So that's that. The 3 perks. My opinion of them in order of best to worst, I would say this is probably your best perk. I'm not saying it's great, but it's your best perk. I would say this has the most use. If you do like flashlight saving, you're going to get some benefit out of this. I don't see this perk being very good at all. Again, with the exception of a full swift. A full swift running 4 of these perks, knocking out gens as fast as possible. Maybe you'll get some use out of that. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and play Survivor. Hey, speaking of the game, there's just a few pallets on this map, chat. Just a 1 or 2. 1 or 2.
Hey, what's up?
So you're not that much taller than I am as a survivor.
No, you look very short on my screen.
All right, start chasing me. This is the chase music? This is the chase music. It's just a catacony. I can't remember the word. I can't pronounce the word, but
No, don't do it.
okay, break the door here so I can see it. I do not like this chase music. From my perspective, that is a lot of noise. That isn't chase music. That's just a lot of loud, high-pitched-ish, screechy kind of sound behind you. It doesn't inspire dread to me. It does not inspire any sort of, oh my gosh, something happening. Honestly, all it makes me want to do is turn down the noise because it is so oppressively annoying. You know, I think of some of the other chase music that I've heard before, and I feel like I'm actually being chased by a killer. This does not make me feel that way. Oh, interesting. Okay, hold on. Hit me a couple times. Oh, look at the little lines across it. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. You cannot duck behind there. So any sort of low barriers like that are pretty easy to hit the survivors over. I don't know what's going on here. They've got to figure that out because I can't imagine what this is going to be like on the PlayStation or Xbox if it's this bad of frames. This is like less than 30 frames per second right now.
I'm getting bad frames as well.
This has to be some sort of memory leak. Ow, you dick.
Sorry.
Go ahead and hit me again. You guys, you have to see this, right? This is so bad.
It feels so sluggish.
You definitely see it now. Yeah, this is a PC. Again, a high-end PC. Little hiatus here and there.
Whoa, wait, what? Oh.
Are you using main event, you bastard? Aren't you?
I was.
Uh-huh.
I can't.
Okay, I actually pulled that off.
Yeah, that's a weird cooldown on the blades after using main event.
Yes, it's a very long cooldown. Man, these frames are just absolute ass. Any sort of sharp corner is gonna be his kryptonite, basically. Look at that. Look at that. That absolutely neuters him. All right, go and hook me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, these frames. 10 FPS if I'm lucky. All right.
What a nerd.
Let's do it with the Mori now. Hold on. Oh, get fucked. I Kobe'd. Get fucked. Come here and hook me again. All right, this is the Mori from the survivor's perspective. And then the dagger like falls from the air basically and hits her in the chest. Humble brag or whatever. My computer is very strong. A lot of RAM, a very strong graphics card, pretty damn good CPU. The fact that we're getting these kind of frame drops on my computer after playing for what, an hour and a half basically, they're gonna have massive issues on console players. PC's having issues. Console players, when this launches, if they don't fix it, are going to absolutely not be able to play the game after 2 matches. I mean, Dead by Daylight is a game for everyone, with anything. Yes, it has classic killers like Michael Myers and Freddy and Pig from Saw, but they got killers like the Plague, which are completely new and off the wall and from 2,000 years ago. If they want to make a killer from, you know, modern day EDM whatever scene, they can do that. There's no limitations on the Dead by Daylight lore. I think they're kind of running out of ideas for perks. There's limitations on what they can do in Dead by Daylight. You got pallets, you got windows, you got lockers. Those are your kind of mechanics to work with. So they have a perk with windows from him. They got a perk for pallets for her. For them to come up with brand new ideas and have them be viable and not overpowered or not be too weak. My initial impression is I am kind of excited for this killer. I think he has a lot of potential. Just seeing Bobbles play him and see how the knives were able to go over any sort of low objects, any sort of shorter barriers, a lot of potential right there. If it's an open map, he's going to be deadly. If it's Larry's, he's going to probably struggle.